Welcome to Dark Knight Films Reviews and another horror movie night. Tonight I will be reviewing Laid to Rest, released in 2009. Directed by Robert Green Hall, from a script by Hall, starring Bobbi Sue Luther, Kevin Gage, Sean Whalen, Jonathan Schaech, Thomas Dekker, Nick Principal, Jana Kramer, Richard Lynch, Lena Headey, and Lucas Till. Now, this is a slasher film that I had heard the title before I actually saw it, and I heard that it was very violent and everything, and hey, I like that, but I mean, does it have a good story? Is it, you know, not that that really always matters, but, you know. So I went into this not expecting too much, but I knew that this special effects expert with Robert Green Hall was the director on it. So it left me really hopeful that, yeah, well, even if the movie isn't, you know, worth a damn, you know, maybe it'll have, you know, some really cool kills in it. And I saw what the killer looked like, the Chromeskull character, as played by Nick Principal in this. And man, it just looks so striking, the Chromeskull mask and everything. But once I started watching the movie, just the way that Robert Green Hall makes the character of Chromeskull, where he basically targets these women and goes after them to kill them, and he has this camera attached on his shoulder that he documents all of his murders and kills and everything. And it just made him such an interesting and cool looking killer. I mean, it was like it's a killer that I would put right up there with, you know, some of the greats, you know, with Jason and Michael and Freddy and everything, just because of how cool his design is and how cool his, you know, what he does with that camera, you know, videotaping his and keeping a record of his kills and everything and stuff that he's done. And so, yeah, it was very interesting as far as a really cool slasher film. So it was definitely worth the hype. And on top of having a really cool killer, did Hall really give us some really great kills? Yes. Yes, he did. I mean, if you're wanting some carnage candy and some blood and gore in a movie, yeah, Laid to Rest is going to give you some kick-ass kill sequences. And it's surprising, all of the names that Hall was able to get in this film. Maybe it's because he was in the special effects industry and did special effects and stuff. He's also in the music industry as a music video director and everything. So maybe he had some connections there that helped him to get some of these people in this. But, you know, being able to get Kevin Gage in here as his main, you know, hero kind of a character in here. Sean Whalen is really fun in here as this guy that is just scared to death of Chromeskull, but he really wants to help the girl. Bobbi Sue Luther's character of the girl / princess. Ironically, Robert Green Hall was dating Bobbi Sue Luther at the time of this film, so hence the reason why she got the leading role in this. And then you have Jonathan Schaech plays in one scene in here, and it was shocking to get to see him in there and see him, spoiler alert, get killed fairly early in there and everything. And another one that shows up in this that really surprised me, as far as, you know, they're there and then they're gone, you know, because Chromeskull doesn't hold back on killing people. And that was Richard Lynch, who I've always loved as an actor. Usually plays villains in this. He's playing this Mr. Jones character at this mortuary, I think it is, or something. And, you know, he doesn't seem like a bad guy. And, yeah, it doesn't end well for him. And then you have Lena Headey playing Cindy, Kevin Gage's character of Tucker's wife in here. And I really like her, you know, I've always liked her. And it's weird as hell that prior to this film, Lena Headey played in Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles, with Thomas Dekker as John Connor and her playing Sarah Connor. And yet, here they are in this film as well. Thomas Dekker plays the character of Tommy in this, and I would say he gets a little bit bigger of a role than Lena. And ironically, they don't have any scenes together in this. She's in the movie earlier in the film, and he's in it later. So that was kind of a missed opportunity because it's kind of a reunion for them from the television series, which I quite enjoyed. And I might do a review on that one. Let me know if you guys would like to see me do a review of the 2 seasons of Terminator, the Sarah Connor Chronicles. But yeah, it's that would be my only negative toward this film, is that it brings in someone that's a face that you recognize and then quickly offs that character. That's why I was worried when Kevin Gage was introduced and Lena Headey, his wife, gets, you know, offed fairly early in there, and I was worried for him as a character. I guess it makes Chromeskull much scarier and more deadly because you don't know who is safe from the killer. But at the same time, it just like, wow, man, what the hell? You brought in this great actor and then boom, you killed him, you know. But Laid to Rest is, it doesn't have a really, really interesting story. It's just following this one victim girl, which was Bobbi Sue Luther's character, as she has amnesia and she's trying to figure out what happened and how she's gotten to where she's at. And everything snowballs from that. And occasionally you get these scenes where she's watching one of the videos that has her in it that Chromeskull has recorded, and then she figures out who she is and everything. So I'm not going to spoil that for you guys right here. I think I've spoiled enough by saying some of the people that die. But I am going to give Laid to Rest from 2009. I am going to give this film a 9.8 out of 10. This is an excellent slasher film. Excellent killer design, excellent kills, really likable hero character in Kevin Gage as Tucker, and a fairly good leading lady in Bobbi Sue Luther as the girl and everything. So, an excellent, you know, portrayal of the killer by Nick Principal playing Chromeskull. But have you seen this film? And if you have, do you agree with my review? Do you disagree? Let me know in those comments down below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to click that bell icon so you can be notified about future videos just like this one. And while you're by the subscribe button, click that join button and become a Dark Knight fan. As a Dark Knight Fans Plus member, you have an area right now to go to on the channel where you can suggest to me a movie, TV show, or ranking video that you want me to do on the channel. And when I do it, it will go up live on the
Plus area prior to it becoming available for everyone else to see. So if you want to get interactive, now's a good time. Well, that's it for another horror movie night. If you missed last week's horror movie night video, you can check it out in the link above. Or if you have missed any of our videos on horror movie night, check out this playlist and you can check out anything that you've missed.